To make production and collection goals, I have a free downloadable form you can use to write down where you currently are and where you want to go. You also need to know from your accountant the bare minimum you need to collect to keep the doors open and retire. Once you know what you need to collect per year, we can make a more realistic goal of what you need to produce per year. For example, let's say after wages, benefits, payroll, taxes, marketing, lab, rent, supplies, equipment lease, you need to produce 1 million, but that's just bare minimum. You need to pay for continuing ed, more equipment maintenance, have money for new equipment, uniforms, laundry, professional dues. You want to take the team on a cruise if you hit all the goals. So let's say you're one doctor practice and you currently produce 1 million a year, but you want to double that in the next year to 2 million. Now, I'm not going to argue whether that's attainable or not. If that's your goal, we'll talk about how to get you there in subsequent classes. Where you're currently at this last year, monthly average and daily average. Let's say the last 12 months of gross practice production was 1 million. Divide that by 12 months to get a monthly average of 83,333. Let's say the average days worked per month was 16. Divide that, 83,000 by 16, and we get a daily production average of 5,208 per day. If we're talking benchmarking here, this is a little low daily average for a 1 doctor, 2 hygienist practice. Then let's narrow down the report to just the doctor's production in the last 12 months. This should be around 70% of total production, which is from 1,700,000. Let's say you hit that benchmark. Divide 700,000 grand by 12 months, and that equals an average of 58,333 per month, almost 60 grand in production from the doctor. If the doctor works 16 days, on average, that means the doctor produced a daily average of 3,645. Again, this is pretty low. Now, pull a report of just the hygienist in the last 12 months. Altogether, this should be around 30% of total production. If that's the case, from a $1 million practice, total hygiene production would be 300,000 for the year. Divide that by 12 months, that equals an average of $25,000 in hygiene production. If there's one full-time hygienist and there's 16 days a month, that is 16 hygiene days, equaling a daily average of 1,562 hygiene production per day. Remember, if you have a bigger practice, do the math for each doctor and each hygienist if there's more than one. Now you know where you are, time to fill out the goal sheet for each provider. Total production for the last 12 months will be on the same on all of them. Let's say you want to double the practice in the next 12 months to keep the math simple. Practice production goal for the next 12 months would be 2 million. That means a monthly goal of 166,666. But we want to work only the same amount of days, 16. So daily production goal must be 10,416, all providers added together. At 70% of gross production of the doctor goal, it must be 1,400,000 per year. Monthly, 100,016,666. Divided by 16 days per month, and that's a 7,291 daily average for the doctor. And that's more of an upper middle class doctor production. Let's look next at the hygienist production goal. That is a healthy 30% of 2 million gross production. It would be 600,000 a year for the hygienist. That's a monthly goal of 50 grand. Let's say we discovered this particular practice, if it has the operatories, needs 2 full-time hygienists or 32 days worked a month. That would be the same $1,562 per day per hygienist. Again, if it seems high and unattainable, the hygiene section will help you discover how serving the patient's individual needs will get you there. Maybe the practice only needs 1.5 hygienes per week, or only 24 hygienes per month. Then the hygiene goal would be $2,083 per day per hygienist. See how that works? Once you figure out your yearly collection and production needs to get where you want to go, then you can drill down to know how much you need to schedule for each day. To do that, watch the upcoming scheduling section and of course the class on maximizing case presentation and case acceptance. This yearly production goal sheet is a very important place to start. I hope the original goals you've set are things you all want and that these production goals will create a target for you to get there. These numbers will be important and needed when we talk about huddle meetings and scheduling, so keep them close. That's it, guys. If you have any further questions about this subject, please let us know.